catch them. Qingzhu and Lan Tian realize that the pursuer is Imo and rush after him. Huan witnesses this and assumes the demon is Lin Dong. The brother and sister try to hide in the forest from a servant who uses a lightning discharge to attack them. Lan Tian uses magic to apprehend the demon, but is unsuccessful as he is afraid of hurting his relatives. Huan interferes with Qinyu and wants to prove that she is ready to destroy demons. The tiger snack escapes, but finds himself on the edge of a precipice and decides to return to Lin Dong to bring his life down again. The possessed servant pounces on the sibling, but the predator stops him. Lan Tian again uses magic to captivate Imo, but he manages to vaporize, leaving behind only the servant's body. Lin Dong explains to the tiger that he is now free and can leave to start a life in the wild. They will always be friends, but they can't be around each other forever, so now it's best for them to go their separate ways. Huan attacks Lin Dong and stuns him, then realizes that she was wrong and he is not a demon. After waking up, the guy shows his affection for Qinju by hugging the beauty's leg tightly. Lang Tian decides to turn to his older brother, but prevents him from increasing his self-development. He enlists a security guard to do so, and the guard becomes an accidental victim of the first junior master's anger. Lan Tian and Qinju tell Lang Tian's brother that there was an emo demon in their house, which they exorcise. Moreover, the marriage of the second junior master and Qingtan was a plan to capture the demon, so now the pact is annulled. Lang Tian disagrees, but his older brother respects his guests and makes concessions by letting Lin Dong and his sister go. On the way home, Lin Dong shows sympathy for the charming Qinju but acts too brazenly, so the girl promises to rip out his tongue if he says something stupid again. Lan Tian asks his cousin to think with his head, causing them to have a conflict. Lin Dong pounces on him with fists, but he turns out to be too weak an opponent who has not mastered the arts of the warrior universe. When he returns home, he trains hard, but his father laughs at his pathetic efforts and shows him how to fight. At night, Lin Dong and Qingtan go into the forest to dig up a servant's grave and find a healing stone that can cure their father. Noticing Qinju approaching them, the brother and sister hide behind a tree and realize they are not alone. After noticing Huan nearby, Lin Dong and Qingtan decide to return home to give the healing stone to their father. Acting cautiously, the brother and sister hide in a cave and mimic the timid girl. Meanwhile, Qinju and Lan Tian examine the dead servant's body and find a mark on his neck left by a demon. They realize that Imo escaped not because he was afraid of their power, but because of his encounter with Qingtan, who has the gift of freezing. The frightened brother and sister explore the cave and are skeptical of the demon's existence, but decide to find it if it is hiding somewhere nearby. Qinju and Lan Tian look around the forest for Imo, realizing that the demon is weak and hiding somewhere nearby. The brother and sister explore the cave, but at some point, the guy starts bleeding. Qingtan gets very scared and starts to freeze because of the poison in the blood. The owner of the house treats the guests with distrust and surrounds them with guards in order to take their lives and keep the family secret secret. This is thwarted by a fiery tiger snake that decides to attack the man who caged it. Lang Tian escapes and punishes the guards for the predator's escape by ordering them to capture it. Meanwhile, Lin Dong finds his sister lying in the middle of the arena and suggests she escape from the castle. They try to climb up using sharp wooden stakes, but Lang Tian notices the brother and sister. Preventing them from escaping, he steps on the guy's arm, causing him to fall. The sister doesn't want to get married and also jumps down. His sister realizes that his brother has mastered a new fighting technique and congratulates him on his martial arts development. At the same instant, Lin Dong notices that the wound on his arm has healed, as if someone or something is helping him. Lan Tian and Qinju become prisoners of the dark energy that has created an impenetrable dome around them. In the morning, Lin Dong and Qingtan make their way out of the forest and head home. The brother asks his sister not to tell anyone about the talisman stone that gives him power, as it could be dangerous. Lang Tian and his servants, who were hiding nearby, decide to attack the brother and sister to avenge the humiliation and shame they experienced. The second junior master directs the servants at Lin Dong, but he causes them to fall to the ground with just one magical movement. Sensing his new power, the boy challenges Lang Tian, but he knocks the stone out of his hands, rendering Lin Dong weak and defenseless. Using the power of lightning, the second junior master takes away the guy's healing stone for his father and destroys it. Qingtan puts the stone in his brother's hands, allowing him to regain his strength. Meanwhile, the demon Imo takes possession of Lang Tian's body, causing the man to become possessed. The brother and sister run away while the servants try to stop the demon. Huan witnesses Lang Tian handling a dozen warriors, and also hides in the forest. Suggesting that Lindong might be the demon's accomplice, the girl captures the boy and his sister by surrounding them with sharp icicles. Huan feels uncomfortable with Lindong's attempts to charm her and leaves. Realizing that they could be stuck here forever, Qingtan pretends to be sick to push her feelings of pity. Huan frees her brother and sister by falling into their trap, after which Lindong uses a talisman stone and the girl passes out. In the morning, Kinju realizes that a pinprick can destroy the dome of dark energy. Plucking out a hair, she charges it with magic and pierces the sphere, destroying the demonic spell. Upon returning home, Lindong tries to test the stone to see what it can do. Soon, the old sage Yang and his young assistant appear on his doorstep. The old man knows that Lindong has the talisman stone and offers a generous reward for its sale. The boy agrees, but lures Yang and his assistant into a trap, as he doesn't trust strangers. Becoming more and more familiar with the stone, Lindong studies the records seized from the sage and realizes that they are connected. The talisman reveals a new power, and the boy assumes it can heal his poisoned sister and ailing father. Meanwhile, Kinju and Lantian find a massacre site where several servants are lying. One of them, before falling into eternal sleep, reports that Langtian is possessed by a demon. At the same time, Lindong's father returns home and spots the first junior master heading towards his house with armed guards. Rushing to the house faster than the enemies, the father asks his son and daughter to hide as soon as possible. The first junior master approaches the family's dwelling and uses lightning to damage the house and force its occupants outside. The man searches for his younger brother Langtian and assumes that Lindong is involved in his disappearance. The elder does not protect the family as the crippled father and his children have been banished from the clan. Lantian defends his cousin, but the first junior master continues to press his case, hoping to track down Langtian and avenge the harm done to his soldiers. A man decides to test Lindong's abilities and beats him up. At one point, the guy uses a talisman stone for protection and reveals an incredible power, shocking everyone present. The first junior master threatens Lindong's family, but the guy is ready to prove his innocence. To do so, he will travel to a dense forest and meet a black panther to retrieve a stone capable of resurrecting people. Soon the guy with his hands tied is in the jungle and preparing for the trial. Lantian is unable to accompany him, but gives his cousin a special steel knife. Old Man Yang and his assistant meet Lindong's father and convince him that the boy is capable of many things, as he is the heir of the ancestor. Realizing that he needs help, the sage finds Huan in the forest and helps her to wake up. The girl, secretly in love with the smug guy, goes into the jungle to rescue him and then avenge his deception. Kinju and Lantian decide to use Qingtan's poisonous power to capture and neutralize the demon Emo. Huan searches for Lindong in the jungle as the pair are suddenly attacked by the possessed Langtian. The girl uses ice blades to scare the demon away, after which the pair sets off to the lair of the panther, the wildest and most dangerous animal capable of taking the life of anyone who dares to approach it. On the way, the girl hurts her leg and asks Lindong for help, as a result of which the guy carries her in his arms. The panther, sensing the approach of uninvited guests, emerges from the cave and prepares for battle. Meanwhile, Lantian and Kinju corner the possessed Langtian and use magical power to keep him in a circle. Qingtian uses chilling power to drive the demon out of him, after which Lantian asks to watch over the first junior master's brother. He is willing to do anything to save Lindong and also goes to the jungle. Meanwhile, the first junior master orders the release of the demonic creatures held in cages to take the lives of Lindong and his family. Huan and Lindong continue their journey to the Panther Cave, but decide to stop to rest. After learning that the girl has a cure for her wounds, the sympathetic guy treats her leg. A little later, he goes hunting and prepares lunch so that Huang will be full of energy to fight the wild predator. At some point, the stone is activated and a marten appears. A demon that transforms into a man and an animal informs him that the talisman belongs to him. He kidnaps it and, afraid of Lindong, tries to escape. Huan uses icicles to apprehend the demon and return the talisman to Lindong. Thank you for watching. Please let us know to continue the episodes. Write any comments below so we know you want. Thanks for likes and subscriptions. See you soon.